Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Javi. For those who don't know, I want you to like, comment, share, subscribe, click the notification bell for me, please and thanks. Today we're going to talk about something I know say no fun and I want to talk about. It's a very sensitive topic, yes, but since I have an awareness to it, I just want to, I'm going to give you like some symptoms or how to know if you're depressed. I think it's been like a avoided topic for a long time. Like a lot of people don't acknowledge like certain mental illnesses or things in terms of mental health. So today I just want to shed some light on depression. Alright, so I think I was depressed for a long time. Like my father died a few years ago, and I guess that grief kind of sent me into a spiraling state, like a downward state of depression. So for a long time I was like sad. I didn't want to talk to anybody. Like it was like I don't know. I just never want to talk to nobody for like the most of the times. But my therapy, what helped me was music. And so like the YouTube thing, watch some video on YouTube and thing, and that really helped. I have to say it really helped. A song I used to listen to was Jessica Reedy, Better. So you guys can check it out, or probably me put a little insert like of the words of the song.
I used to be so broken, lost, empty. A heart with no beat, a singer with no song to sing. So I know the feeling, the silence is deafening. But in your pain lies a blessing, a sweet and sour victory. So keep walking, 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 though it seems so far. No matter who you are, see there's one thing that I know. Life it can leave you so bitter, 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 bitter. But you must believe that it gets better, 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 better. It's alright, dry your eyes, send a prayer to the sky. I know it's hard to find, but you must believe that it gets better.
Sometimes when you find yourself in certain states of mind, you find yourself listening to certain kinds of music. For example, if you're sad, you find yourself listening to sad music. If you're angry, you find yourself listening to like angry music. Like it depends on your mood. Like sometimes how you're feeling inside, it can show like in the things you're doing. At the time I didn't know I was depressed. I was just like feeling overly sad. Like the least little thing like trigger me, like me get angry for no reason. Like me just well, more than normally do me find myself, so I not do it again. But every day I just want to sleep throughout the day. I don't want to talk to nobody. Only thing I do like sleep and eat, go bed, sleep again. Like people always ask themselves like, how me love sleep so bad. Children never know, like children know where I go through, because sometimes like when we go through certain things, people, well, if them themselves have an awareness to it, them not really gonna know where I go through. So with depression, a lot of people try and like numb the feelings that them have. So for example, people with depression, you will find yourself with sleeping disorders, for example. So either you're not asleep like at night time, like you have insomnia, you develop like you're always asleep, you just want to sleep, like lethargy, you become lethargic. You find yourself substance abuse, you can even lead to substance abuse, for example. The dog them a fight outside. It can lead to substance abuse, for example, drugs, alcohol. You find yourself a drink, like just to numb the pain, like try and avoid the feeling or something. Yeah, there are a lot of things, like you find yourself in a mood where like you can't find yourself, like you're very pessimistic. like you're not optimistic about, like you can't find the brighter side of things, like so you may find yourself developing like dysfunctional patterns. And sometimes we're very good at hiding things, we're very good at pretending, but sometimes deep down some people like wouldn't even know what we are going through, like Alright, so isolation, on their own, nobody, like you used to go out with your friends a lot to have fun, like and you find yourself, so you just want to be by yourself, on their own, nobody, like because as me say, with the at least little thing make you angry, least little thing make you sad, like your moods become like extreme. So extreme anger, extreme sadness, you feel irritable a lot. It can even go as far as like suicidal thoughts. Like I remember when I was depressed, I wouldn't say I had suicidal thoughts, but I didn't think that it mattered if I was like dead or alive. I just didn't want to sleep, because I guess that was my way of numbing the pain that I was feeling, like the grief, my way of dealing with it. So so when I sleep, I don't really have to deal with, like sometimes I sleep and wake up and I realize say day passed and I say awesome, like me not have to deal with that day, like life was just passing me by. Yeah. Alright, so another one is, well, for persons like going to school or work, or so you find that you're unable to concentrate, like the least good thing you can't remember certain stuff, like you feel helpless or hopeless all the time, you want to cry every minute, you want to cry, like, at least little thing make you want to cry. Sorry, like, at least little thing make you want to cry, I feel you have very little enthusiasm, like towards anything at all. Like for example, if you go to school, you find yourself a drug yourself or go to school. If you go to work, you find yourself like you just don't want to do the things you're supposed to do, like the regular things you're supposed to do. So sometimes people find themselves engaging in risky behavior. So you're extremely sensitive to criticism. Like if people say something bad about you, you take it to heart and you just get alright, in my case now, this says you feel stuck in a past traumatic experience. So what was traumatizing for me was losing my father then. So grief kind of triggered this depressive state, if that's a word. And so grief triggered my depression, and I was kind of an introvert, so I never really want to talk to nobody. I didn't really confide in people, like that was just me, that was just my personality. Another one is frequent headaches or pains. It starts to portray itself in like physical illness or ailments, sometimes like loss of appetite. There are symptoms of depression as well. There are lots of symptoms, but if you feel that you're depressed or anyone around you is depressed, you can always Google it. There's no embarrassment or no shame in seeing a therapist or going to the doctor or seeking help, like from a guidance counselor if you go to school. Or like depression affects people as young, like teenagers. It can affect anybody, so it's okay to speak to somebody who like would be able to give you like reasonable advice as to what to do. You don't have to be ashamed. Even the therapist has a therapist, the shrink has a shrink. So there's no harm in you seeking help. If you feel that you need help, there's no problem or no harm in you seeking help, because at the end of the day, it's about your well-being and it's about your inner peace. Like a lot of the times we just like internalize a lot of stuff, like we don't want to deal with problems like that we face on a day-to-day basis, and we find that over time we have a lot of bottled up feelings, and we find that a lot of persons who are struggling with mental health or there are a lot of triggers, like for example abuse, whether it may be domestic abuse, bullying, grief. A lot of things can contribute to depression. And over time I'm going to make a few videos as to like some of the symptoms, and I'm going to break them down. So this is like just a video to like for persons who think they may be depressed or are afraid to seek help. There's no harm in seeking help. So if you feel like you're depressed, just go to the doctor, find a therapist, find somebody to speak to. The first step is acknowledging that you need help, or acknowledging that you may be experiencing some mental health issues. So first you have to acknowledge, and then you have to go as far as like, what am I going to do about this? do I want to live with this for the rest of my life, or do I want to do something about it? So yeah, there's nothing wrong in seeking help, guys. Well, I'm not judge. Well, I know I'm not judging because I've been through it, and like I know that a lot of persons out there are struggling with it, and they try and internalize it, and it leads to a lot of problems. Like you have to have an outlet for whatever you're feeling. If you're feeling sad, that's why you have tears, if you cry, if you let it out. If you're feeling angry, it's okay sometimes, as long as you don't overdo it, like OD, like. Like if you're feeling angry, you must can say you're angry. If you're feeling like grief, or if you're feeling sad, you're supposed to be able to say, acknowledge whatever you're feeling as whatever it is. So sadness, you must acknowledge, say, at this moment in time I am sad, and probably what you have to do, try and find something like music, for example, has helped me. Music is my therapy. And like motivational stuff, affirmations have helped me. Like a lot of stuff are there. Like the internet has a vast amount of stuff for you. Like whatever you're going through, whatever you're dealing with, you don't have to deal with it alone. So there's nothing wrong in finding somebody who you trust, or finding a therapist. And no matter, just it's for your inner peace, it's for your state of mind, it's for your well-being. Because a lot of the times we find that we have some, for example, as I was saying with the headaches, I had extreme headaches at one point in time. Like every week, like it would happen. First it would happen like every few weeks, then it started to happen every week, then it started to happen every few days. So that was like, I summed it up to being stressed or something like that. But now looking back, I realized that I was really like in a bad place. I wouldn't say it was, well, everybody different still. Everybody deal with things differently. Like everybody different, so everybody have a different way of dealing with things. I'm an introvert, and I overthink a lot. Like the smallest thing, like I can make it like I magnify to make it like a big old like unnecessary thing. So I'm an introvert, so just imagine like being stressed or being depressed at how extreme those emotions were. And what I had to do was I had to acknowledge that yes, I have a problem and I need to deal with it some way, somehow. So a lot of the times I found myself praying and singing. My like go-to thing was like I would be in the shower for hours, like just singing and like sleeping for hours. I just wouldn't want to deal with what, like I just didn't want to deal with how I was feeling at the time. So I had to just find an outlet. Like whenever you, like means if you find an outlet as in hurting people, or you're not taking it out on other people, even though sometimes a lot of times people do that, but I'm not saying you should find an outlet in terms of harming others or anything like that. You must can, if you like music, listen to music. If you like to dance, you can dance. As I said, I can't exaggerate this enough. It's okay to see a therapist. You don't have to be afraid of or ashamed of seeing a therapist or a guidance counselor, or finding somebody to talk to, because everybody have their problem, and these problems are real. Everybody deal with their problem like differently. So sometimes when you see a person and you say, well, they might be so, but that's their way of like, that's their outlet, I guess, or their way of dealing with whatever they're going through. So the thing with mankind is that we're very judgmental. That's why a lot of times you find people don't want to like, instead of seeking help, you find that people just have like this bottled up emotions, like they just don't want to deal with whatever they're going through, so then just shove it to your side and say and then you realize that after a while these feelings start to surface in extreme ways. So if you're angry, you realize that you're extremely angry, the least little thing like trigger you. You wonder why you can't sleep, or why you sleep so much, why you're not eating, or why you're overeating, because there's like stress eating as well. Well, I experienced all of them. Like, I guess I was at different stages, so I was experiencing different things. At one point, we just want to eat a lot of like sweet stuff, cause that is like well, I said chocolate is therapy as well. I'm not saying if you go overeat chocolate now and like get diabetes or whatever, but there are ways of dealing. Just go up on Google, YouTube, the same social media that you're on every day. Just go up on here, find like type in, if you see type in depression, how to deal with depression, ways of identifying, like knowing whether or not you're dealing with depression or whatever it may be. It's all on the internet. So yeah, I want to thank you for tuning in to my video. I know that you guys enjoyed the last two videos that I made. This is not really a fun video like last time, so not much comedy, but we have to mix it up, you know. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in again. So please like, comment, share, subscribe, click that notification bell, so help me to grow, please, and thanks. Bye.